Okay. Too much light. And perfect. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Raphaelsinsights. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I welcome you into the world of the esoteric, the divine, the beautiful. Bienvenidos todos a mi canal de Raphaelsinsights. Bienvenidos todos. Vengan, vengan, vengan. Entren a este canal tan hermoso. Today is going to be the horoscopes of the week and the month. First I'm going to give you the month. I'm going to pull out one card, and then I'm going to give you the week. It's kind of how we're going to do it. Hopefully it doesn't become too much. But you know what? I am gonna go to YouTube and see and make sure that my video doesn't look blurry or crazy or anything. I think we look good. I think we look decent. We look pretty decent. Just a little bit this way. And I think we're good there. Les digo que estos van a ser los horóscopos del mes y de la semana. La primera semana del año. Y pues vamos a hablar poquito. I'm just going to talk a little bit quickly, a little bit of predictions. The card of the Fool is one of the cards that's going to be dominating throughout the entire year. It's one of the cards. It's one of the cards and also the main card that's going to be dominating. The card of the Fool, which talks about new beginnings, restarting, reinventing ourselves, and the card of the youth, the young, and the naive as well. But this card here wants to talk to us in terms of COVID. It tells us to take care of our children right now with what's going on. The card of the Fool tells us that this Omicron is going to really affect the ones who are naive and don't believe in the variant or don't believe in the virus, and the ones and our children. Again, remember, I keep bringing up that I see a virus that's going to affect kids, and this is actually one that's going to affect kids. Why? Because there's some kids that parents didn't want to get vaccinated, and then there's kids that couldn't get vaccinated for whatever reason, right? So this card here tells you, for those who couldn't get vaccinated and for those who don't believe in it, you still need to take care of yourselves, and for parents need to take care of their kids. This card here tells me that this variant is going to last, this next wave is going to last till February, and then in March I see it clearing up, or already cleared up, and we're kind of going back to normal again. But it is going to be, it's barely starting. I definitely see the first few months of the year starting with lots of death and lots of difficulty. But this card here also tells us to reinvent ourselves this year. Les digo que la carta que está dominando este año, una de las cartas que va a dominar va a ser la carta del loco. El loco nos está avisando que va a ser el año de los jóvenes, pero la carta también del loco va a ser una de las cartas que va a estar dominando, sino la mera mera, porque es la carta 22. Es la carta en el tarot, con los arcanos mayores, esta viene siendo la carta 22, que es el año de 2022. Por eso domina. Pero esta carta aquí nos indica en cuestiones de COVID que tenemos que cuidar a nuestros niños, nuestros hijos y a la gente que no cree en las virus. Si tú tienes un hijo o un relativo que no cree en la virus, les tienes que pues ayudarle en que se cuide, porque sí va a estar arrasando mucho con los jóvenes esta ola y con los que no creen en la virus. Que tenemos un ejemplo bueno, yo tengo un ejemplo con lo que he visto en estos últimos días, que gracias a Dios que no me ha afectado a mí. Yo me he cuidado mucho y no me ha enfermado en cuestiones del COVID. Gracias a Dios. Mi familia sí les ha pegado, pero a mí no me ha pegado. A mí ni mi pareja nos ha pegado. Pero yo les digo, síganse cuidando. Aunque no creen, cuídense. Si saben a alguien que tienen en su familia que no cree, no se quiso vacunar, dale presión para que se cuiden, porque aquí yo estoy viendo que va a arrasar mucho con los jóvenes y va a arrasar mucho con los ¿cómo se dice? Con la gente ingenua, los que no quieren creer en estas virus. Pero la carta del loco es una carta que también nos avisa de que tenemos que reinventarlos este año. Por eso esta carta va a estar dominando también, que va a ser un año de reinventarlos. Pero, ¿qué más tengo? Oh, and seeing that for California, I was seeing that California recently just is dealing with a very intense snowfall that's been like record breaking. It's been like this. I was actually just seeing that right now before I got on live. And that's something else that I've been mentioning to you. The cold is coming in even stronger. We have an example with that, and it's still going to continue. The cold is going to be affecting places that never snowed or didn't snow as much, and it's going to be snowing like we've never seen before. And that's something that's still yet to come. We're barely beginning to see it, and it's barely going to start showing itself. But that's another thing that I have to tell you. But COVID, we definitely need to take care of ourselves for these next 2 months and continue taking care of ourselves, because there's definitely going to be more variants. But I do have a vision of a medication or a vaccine, some sort of a new breakthrough in terms of COVID that's going to be able to not only control this variant, but kill it. Not only control, not the variant, the sickness, but kill it. It's going to be able to destroy it, and it's going to be able to help us, because this card here says that we're going to come out on top. At the end of this year, I see us again coming out on top, leaving all of this behind. It's still going to follow us because there's still going to be people that are not going to believe in it. But those who already got vaccinated, those who already are taking care of themselves, we already jumped this little border that everyone else doesn't seem to be able to jump. That this continues to be affecting people. But those who are vaccinated already jumped it, and they're going to be okay. But you need to take care of yourselves. You still cannot be naive and stop taking care of yourselves. You can't get complacent. Les digo que la carta del loco me está indicando que ya los que me da una visión que va a ser un año de renacimiento, pero también me avisa que va a haber un medicamento, una vacuna que van a como una respuesta que va a salir en cuestiones de la virus, y que nos va a dar la respuesta que estamos buscando, que cómo matar este virus, cómo completamente destruir la virus con medicina o con una vacuna. Pero esta vacuna también, o la medicina que va a salir, nos va a ayudar con el cáncer y nos va a ayudar con la SIDA también. Va a ser como una respuesta que nos va a ayudar a controlar cosas así, que yo ya estoy viendo que ya más adelante vamos a tener una cura para cáncer también, para el cáncer y para la SIDA. Eso es una visión que me dio hace un año y todavía la sigo teniendo, todavía la sigo viendo. Pero lo que viene dando este cover son respuestas de cómo controlar ciertas enfermedades que no supimos, que nos va a ayudar mucho en este aspecto. Pero sí, yo veo que va a haber una respuesta en cuestiones de COVID, de una medicina, una vacuna que va a matar la virus, y vamos a poder brincar. Este año ya lo brincamos, para finales del año ya brincamos todo lo que es del COVID, pero en todos modos yo todo el año les digo lo mismo, les voy a seguir diciendo lo mismo. Cuídense, porque no podemos dejar de cuidarnos, lo que les tengo que decir de primero. Y el frío que estaba viendo, que estaba cayendo nieve como nunca había caído en California, y eso apenas van pensando. Todavía falta los otros países en los Estados Unidos que se van a estar congelándose, van a estar cayendo nieve en los lugares que no, y también en partes del mundo, no nomás en los Estados Unidos, pero en partes del mundo va a estar cayendo nieve como nunca se había caído, va a estar el frío como nunca se había visto, peor que el último año, es otra cosa que se nos viene avisando. Pero esta carta nos indica que nos tenemos que reinventar este año. Pero vamos a empezar con los horóscopos. Let's get started with the horoscopes. I'm hoping that I'll have time today to be able to do a super chat. I just have not been able to do it. Look, I'm using my cup. Somebody actually sent me this in my P.O. box, and I'm using my cup it says Raphael. It says Raphael spelled like my username in YouTube, my account name in YouTube. My real name is spelled different, which is still Raphael, but it's spelled a little bit different. But this one here, they sent it to me spelled like my YouTube account, Raphael with a PH. And the reason I changed the name to Raphael with a PH is because Archangel Raphael. That's actually why my name is spelled Raphaelsinsights with a PH. Estoy tomando juguito hoy. Don't worry, I already had my bang earlier today. Actually, before I got on live, I had my bang. They need to sponsor me, because I literally drink those every single day. My fridge is always stocked up in those. Les digo que no se preocupen, ya tomé ya tomé mi refresco de energía, que les digo que me tomo uno cada día. Ahorita nomás estoy tomando juguito, pero estoy usando un vaso que me mandó uno de mis seguidores, y les estaba diciendo que pusieron mi nombre como mi nombre en mi canal de YouTube. Pero mi nombre se escribe diferente, mi verdadero nombre se escribe diferente, pero lo cambié con la PH porque el arcángel Rafael, por eso está escrito así. Pero vamos a empezar con los horóscopos igual. Primero inglés y luego español. That's not me, Yolanda. That's not me. I don't message nobody on Instagram. No, yo no les mando mensajes a nadie en Instagram. Ni porque ustedes me mandaron mensajes, no respondo porque me desespero mucho con tanto mensaje. Y luego también hay gente que tiene mi número de teléfono que me manda mensaje por WhatsApp y todo eso. Y me desespera mucho con tanto mensajes. So yo no mando mensajes por Instagram. Yeah. I don't send messages through Instagram because I have way too many messages through everywhere to be able to respond myself. But anyways, let's get started because let's not make this video take so long that my phone dies today. I hope you guys enjoyed the horoscopes for the year. I decided to redo them yesterday. Hope you guys watched them. I did redo them a little bit. They were done a little bit different. So the as much as information that I was giving in the other one didn't really come up in this way because I pulled out more of like the most important meat and potatoes information that you needed to know and roughly how your year was going to go. But anyways, let's see how January is going to go for all of us. January in this first week. So first, let's start off with actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out my cards real quick. There's a different way that I do readings as well. I haven't done them in a while like this, but there's a different way that I do readings. Let me see, where did I put my notebook? And I'm going to do them like this time for the month. So we're going to start with Aries. This time we're going to start with Aries, okay? Yeah, I'm going to try to get on a super chat later. So if you guys want to participate on that, try. It's not a for sure. And for everybody who's watching, make sure you guys hit the like button. Let's see. Aries, the card that's going to be dominating you this month is going to be the card of the strength. You know what? Hold on, Aries. Let me pull out your weak one as well, so it could flow a little bit better. But the card that's going to be dominating you this month is going to be the card of the strength. Okay. Okay. Ready. Aries, the card that's going to be dominating you this month, the month of January, is going to be the card of the strength. The strength is letting you know that one, it says that you need to watch your anger, your frustration, and it also tells you that everything that you do this month, you need to do it with a lot of passion or try harder. It doesn't say to give up. It says to try harder. It says to continue. It's because it's going to be a challenging month for you. It says that it's going to be a month of difficulty. It says it's going to be a month of challenges and obstacles, but you don't need to give up. You need to continue moving forward. It also tells you that even though there's going to be difficulties, you're going to have something divine above you that's going to be guiding you so that you can succeed. So even though there's going to be obstacles this month, you're still going to succeed is basically what it's telling you here. And the card that's going to be dominating you this week is going to be the card of the Hierophant. The Hierophant says that whatever changes you're trying to make, you're going to be able to make them this week. It says that that you're gonna be making important decisions this week. It says that you're gonna be feeling stuck towards the end of the week. You're gonna be feeling stuck. You're gonna be feeling a little bit with a little bit of difficulty. It tells you to watch out for problems at work as well. If you're having a lot of like envious energies at work or a lot of problem in terms of work-wise, if you're thinking of making changes, to go ahead and make those changes. This card here tells you that you do have success. It tells you to watch out for sickness. Sickness is surrounding you. This week sickness is surrounding you, Aries. So it tells you to watch out for sickness. So that's something that you definitely need to watch out for. But you are going to be dealing with a little bit of difficulties this week as well. You have success in terms of changes, and it's recommending you that all the changes that you want to make are for the best. So if you're still second guessing that, it's telling you to go for it, because change is what's going to release this energy from having you stuck, because you are going to be feeling stuck. And things are still going to be coming out very satisfactory for you this week. It's just that there's going to be a little bit of difficulty, mainly with people at work, mainly with people around you, and mainly with envious energy. And it also tells you to watch out with arguments and fighting with family members and also people at work. I mean, there's a little bit of difficulty in terms of relationship as well. So there's a little bit of challenges for you this week. But this card here says that whatever changes you want to make, go for it, because it's going to help you get away from these difficult energies. Vamos con el español. Aries, la carta que te está dominando este mes, el mes de enero, va a ser la carta de la fuerza. La fuerza te dice que todo lo que tú hagas este mes lo tienes que hacer con muchas ganas. Lo tienes que hacer con muchas ganas en pensarlo, todo lo que tú hagas. Y que va a ser un mes de muchas dificultades, mucho problema, mucho obstáculo. Más que nada te sale mucho el obstáculo y te dice que ten cuidado con los obstáculos. Esta carta aquí también te avisa que vas a tener una energía divina arriba de ti, que te va a estar ayudando. No importa cuáles obstáculos te salgan, esta carta aquí me está indicando que vas a tener un guía que te va a estar ayudando a salir de esos obstáculos, que siempre se van a representar obstáculos, pero los vas a brincar. Es lo que te viene indicando, que sí tienes el éxito, pero que va a haber mucha batalla en cuestiones de todo lo que tú quieres hacer, pero que no te des por vencido, es lo que te viene diciendo este mes. No dice que te des por vencido. La carta que te está dominando esta semana va a ser la carta del Hierophante. El Hierophante te está avisando, Aries, que tienes que hacer los cambios que estás pensando de hacer, que es tiempo de hacer cambios. Este año va a ser el año de renacimiento. Si tú estás pensando de hacer unos cambios desde un principio, hazlos, porque tienes que mover la energía que tú te sentías atorado o atorada. Y si te piensas sentir atorado o atorada, que tienes que hacer los cambios. Esta carta dice que los cambios que estás pensando son buenos esta semana para ti, que va a salir todo con éxito y que vas a poder hacer los cambios. Pero para finales de la semana te vas a estar sintiendo como tantito como atorado o cerrado, y te dice que te cuides mucho de las envidias, las peleas entre familia y también con dificultades en cuestiones de trabajo, pero en todos modos te sale la energía de que todo sale a tu favor, nomás que va a haber como mucha envidia rodeándote. Por eso también te dice que te pongas rojo esta semana, o te pongas un listón rojo con 3 nudos. Esta carta aquí te indica que todos los cambios que tú quieres hacer, que los hagas, porque es tiempo de hacer cambios. Es el tiempo de renacer. Y en cuestiones de relaciones parece que va a haber tantito dificultad y problemas en relaciones también amorosas. Es lo que te viene indicando. I'll try to talk to you guys in between if I see your messages. Vamos a ver. Tauro. Vamos a ver, Tauro, cómo te sale. Ya mañana voy a poner las predicciones del año y luego las predicciones del mes. No creo que los voy a hacer, creo que lo voy a hacer un día, no, los tengo que hacer mañana, porque mañana no hago lecturas, va a ser hasta después de, no sé, estoy pensando, thinking aloud con ustedes. Ok, Tauro, vamos a ver cómo nos va a salir a Tauro. Let's see how Taurus is going to come out. Oh, me salieron 2 cartas. Mira, el éxito. ¿Cuál quiero? Me llevo las 2. Ok. Feliz Año Nuevo. Happy New Year's for everybody who's putting it on there. I gotta concentrate, espérate. Ahorita lo vas a volver a sacar a Taurus. I was reading somebody's message saying what's going to happen with kids going back to school tomorrow. I would try to tell your kids to take care of themselves because this variant is definitely going to affect kids a lot. But I have to look into that. I'll look into that and I'll probably predict about that with my video tomorrow. I have to concentrate. Taurus, tienes éxito, ¿eh? Okay. Okay. Vamos. Taurus, the card of the Justice is going to be the card that's going to be dominating you this month. The card of the Justice tells you that everything legal that you're trying to do this month is going to work out for you. It says that you have luck in terms of legal-wise, work-wise, business-wise. It says you're going to have a lot of success in terms of growth, in terms of business, in terms of wanting to put a business, in terms of any sort of court case or legal movements that you're making. This card here says that there's a lot of legal energy this month for you and that you have success. It's going to be a successful month for you. Relationship-wise, love-wise, you have a lot of success in passion. You have a lot of success in terms of health-wise. You have a lot of success in terms of business and economical this month as well. So this is a very good card for you. It says that whatever legal things you want to do, it's going to go very well. The card that's going to be dominating you this week is going to be the card of the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords says that it's going to be a week of confrontations and a little bit of anger and frustration that's going to be wanting to dominate you. There's this very violent or aggressive energy that's in the air right now, and it tells you, and I should say in the earth right now, that it tells you to watch out for this because you're going to want to be angry. You're going to be wanting to be confrontational, but it's not necessarily saying it's time to confront. It's actually saying to watch out for this anger, to not try to cause problems where there doesn't need to be problems, is what it's telling you. But it seems like you're going to be wanting to argue more with family members, not really relationship-wise. It seems more, well, with anybody, with relationship-wise. We'll put it relationship-wise. You're going to want to be arguing with people around you due to this negative energy that wants to affect you. But you have a successful week. You have a successful week in terms of the security and stability that you're looking for. If you're wanting to put a business or you want to start a new job, it's going to go successful. If you're wanting to start a business, it's the time to start a business. You have a lot of success in terms of business, and you're going to be either receiving a raise or a promotion actually this week as well. So that's something else that does come out. It tells you that it's time for you to think clearly, to think what you want to do, and to put that into action as well this week. It says that it's going to be a lucky week for you in terms of financial and opportunity-wise and growth. And it says that there's something that you've been trying to do that you're finally going to be able to do it this week. It says you have achievements and goals, and you have your wishes being granted from the universe. It's like this hand that's coming out from the universe that's gifting you what you've been praying for, what you've been asking for. Basically, that's what it tells you. It says your heart's desire is what you're going to be getting. It says that whatever you've been looking for, you're going to find it this week in terms of work-wise, in terms of business-wise, in terms of economical-wise, materialistic-wise. And legal-wise, you also have success in terms of that as well, because you have success all around business, legal, work-wise. It's going to be a successful week for you. Just watch out for that energy that wants to keep you angry or wants to make you angry this week or stressed out. It's not really a week for confrontations. It's just an energy that wants to make you be confrontational. Taurus, the card of the... ya me estoy olvidando. Spanish. Tauro, La carta de la justicia va a ser la carta que te va a estar dominando este mes de enero. Esta carta aquí te indica que todo lo que tú quieras hacer legal te va a salir con éxito, que tienes el éxito este mes. Vas a tener mucho éxito en cuestiones de trabajo, negocio, obteniendo trabajo, poniendo un negocio, mucha oportunidad de crecer y de avanzar, porque si sale mucha celebración en cuestiones de eso y de todo lo legal que tú quieras hacer también te sale con éxito. Si tú quieres comprar una casa, vas a estar moviendo documentos y cosas en cuestiones legal. Si tú tienes un caso de corte y todo eso, también te va a salir con éxito este mes. Tienes el éxito en el amor, tienes el éxito en la salud, tienes el éxito en el trabajo, en el negocio, que lo tienes como bien, pues, hechecito. La otra cosa que te sale, Tauro, te sale para la semana, te sale el caballo de espadas. El caballo de espadas dice que te tienes que cuidar de una energía que te va a querer estar haciendo como enojado o frustrado y te dice que no te cargues de problemas que no te tienes que cargar. Que tienes el éxito toda la semana también, que te dice que te vienen subiendo el puesto, te vienen subiendo tu sueldo, pero también como que va a haber una energía que te quiere tener enojado o frustrado, pero es una energía violenta que está en el aire o en la tierra por todo lo que está pasando. Por eso te dice, cuídate de esta energía. Que no es tiempo de estar peleando, es lo que te viene indicando. No es tiempo de estar peleando. Más que nada dice que vas a querer estar peleando con relaciones con papás, mamá, o con familia o con tu relación, pero también te indica que es una energía que te quiere hacer pelear, pero no es tiempo de pelear. En cuestiones de esta carta aquí te dice nomás cuídate de esas energías, pero tienes el éxito, tienes la suerte en cuestiones de los juegos de azar, tienes la suerte en cuestiones de lo materialístico y tienes suerte en cuestiones de poner un negocio y de que te van a ofrecer una nueva posición, te van a subir de posición o te van a subir el sueldo, porque si te sale mucho éxito en cuestiones de eso y también en lo legal. Y también te dicen en cuestiones de las cosas materialistas que estás buscando, te dice que vas a encontrar lo que estás buscando en ese aspecto, pero te dice que estás pensando mucho ahorita y que te pongas a pensar exactamente qué es lo que quieres y también te ofrece una mano espiritual, la mano de Dios, te ofrece lo que lo que estás rezando, todo lo que ya estás esperando ya te va a llegar. Por eso te indica esta carta aquí que ya lo que tú has estado rezando, pidiendo que te llegara, ya te va a llegar, ya lo vas a detener. Es un deseo que te está bendiciendo Dios. Por eso sale la mano espiritual, por eso sale el Espíritu Santo. No ha salido Capricornio. Capricornio siempre lo dejo al última. Ahorita voy con Tauro, sigue Géminis, luego Cáncer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Escorpio, Sagitario, Capricornio, Acuario y Piscis. Apenas empecé. Apenas empecé. Vamos a ver. Vamos con Géminis. Vamos a ver. Géminis, Gemini. Just preparing. Además me estoy preparando. Sí, el ritual. De hecho, te voy a decir una cosa, Amelia. Amelia dice, Rafael, gracias por el ritual de las manzanas en el arbolito de Navidad. Sí, funcionó. Te voy a decir una cosa, las mías se me estaban pudriendo. Fíjate, agarré mi manzana y nunca se me han pudrido las manzanas. Por eso cuando la agarro y se me despedazó toda, cuando la agarré como que estaba ya bien. Y lo chistoso que nomás era una de todas de las que puse. Pero yo sé que es una mala energía, es que yo muevo muchas energías y a veces se pegan las energías que le estoy quitando a otra gente, pero yo sé dominar todo eso, por eso no me preocupo tanto de eso y también pues a veces la misma envidia de otra gente y a veces hay gente que te está avientando brujería por envidiosos, pero las mías se me pudrieron. De hecho, hasta yo las cambié y dije, y todas están pudiéndose. Nomás una se pudrió bien feo, pero las otras estaban como pensando a pudrir, como se estaban pensando a ser feas. Ok, vamos con Géminis. Ok. Gemini, the card that's going to be dominating you this. Sorry, the breaking news, just some random news thing that just popped up, distracted me. Anyways, Gemini, the card that's going to be dominating you this month is going to be the card of the Hierophant. The Hierophant is going to be dominating you, and it tells you that if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling closed off, it's time for change. Again, you need to even the energy that dominated you this year, it's also the energy that keeps repeatedly telling you it's time for you to reinvent yourself. It's time for you to let go of things that don't serve you and start all over. It's time for you to start a new journey in that sense, right? So the card of the Hierophant is telling you that it's time for a change. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like something just wasn't working out for you, whether it's relationship, the job that you're working, your business just not flowing very well, make some changes is basically what it's telling you. And it tells you that every change that you make is going to be good. You do have a month of radical change as well, so that you're going to be making a lot of change in terms of this month, in terms of changing jobs, in terms of changing the way that you spend, in terms of changing your vehicle, moving homes in that sense. So you're going to have a lot of radical change. This month is going to be a lot about radical change. It's basically what it's telling you. And that change is going to be good for you. It's basically what it says for you. The card that's going to be dominating you, Gemini, for the week is going to be actually the card of death. The card of death is dominating you this week, which I would recommend you to take care of yourself in terms of sickness-wise, because the energy of death is basically wanting to dominate you in terms of sickness. But it also tells you that you're saying goodbye to certain chapters in your life. It says that it's perfect timing to let go of things that don't serve you. And it tells you to think very positively, to not get obsessive, to be patient with things that you're waiting for, because it's delaying. You might not receive it this week, but it says that there's difficulties in terms of things that you're waiting for, but that you're going to receive it. You just have to be patient. This card here tells you that there's going to be a little bit of delay this week, and that whatever you're trying to do, it's just going to be delaying, or there's going to be a little bit of difficulty and challenges. But it tells you to face those challenges. It doesn't say it doesn't really say to just let them be. It says to face those challenges. It's time for you to face those challenges. But you also have to be patient in terms of other things. The card of the death card is definitely the main energy for you, and it does want to cause a little bit of difficulty, but not necessarily anything like serious. It just seems to be more of like a little bit of delays here and there, a little bit of bad luck here and there. Nothing very radical. It also tells you to watch out for arguments or fighting, because there's also going to be this energy that's going to want to make you fight and argue with your relationship or with people around you. And that's another thing that comes out. It tells you to not be so obsessive, and that you're going to have money and opportunities of investments towards the end of the week. And it tells you to know to really think about where you're going to invest your money as well, to be smart with what you're going to do with your money as well. But you also have progress, and you also have a week of difficulties, but success towards the end. I definitely see a little bit of success and things stabilize towards the end of the week. Géminis, la carta que te va a estar dominando este mes va a ser la carta del Hierophante. El Hierophante te está avisando que es tiempo de hacer cambios, que si tú te sientes atorada, atorada, tú te sentiste así el último año, que es tiempo de hacer cambios, que no te quedes con lo mismo, que no estés en el mismo trabajo que no te está ayudando, en el trabajo que no avanzas, con la relación que te trata mal. Te dice que es tiempo de hacer esos cambios para reinventarte, pero también te indica que va a ser un mes de muchos cambios, que vas a estar haciendo muchos cambios radicales y también que todos los cambios que tú quieras hacer te van a salir con éxito porque va a ser los cambios para mejorar, es lo que te viene indicando aquí. Y la carta que te va a dominar esta semana va a ser la carta de la muerte. La muerte sí te indica que te tienes que cuidar mucho de enfermedades, porque es lo que te viene avisando esta carta. La enfermedad te está rodeando mucho esta semana y no quieres que te enfermes ni nada así, pues por todo lo que está pasando. Cuídate mucho porque esta energía sí quiere causar enfermedades. Pero aparte de eso también te indica que va a haber tantita dificultad, más que nada como que las cosas se van a estar moviendo muy, muy lentas de lo que estás esperando, te quedas esperando que no te llegue hasta la próxima semana o hasta la próxima semana. Porque esta carta aquí te va a estar como, no exactamente haciéndote batallar, pero como que las cosas se van a estar moviendo muy lentas, como lo que estás esperando no lo recibes ahorita, no lo recibes al final de la semana, lo recibes otra semana, otro día, pero ahorita no te exactamente está diciendo que vas a recibir lo que estás esperando, como que te quedas esperando y también que te dice que vas a tener oportunidades de invertir tu dinero al final de la semana, pero que pienses bien en dónde vas a invertir, que sepas invertir tu dinero bien, es lo que te viene diciendo, pero también que vas a tener el éxito ya para finales de la semana, porque te vas a estar pisando el éxito para finales de la semana en cuestiones de suerte de dinero o dinero que te llega en ese aspecto. Pero más que nada te dice que si te cuides de peleas o de pensando muy radical en cuestiones de estar enojado, frustrado, queriendo pelear con tu pareja, porque también te sigue esa energía también. Pero va a haber como una semana de progreso, pero con tantito dificultades, no tanta mala suerte, pero tantito dificultades, es lo que te viene diciendo. Más que nada tienes que tener como paciencia, es lo que te viene indicando. Y que sí, para ti sí es tiempo de seguir como, ¿cómo se dice? De confrontaciones, que sí es tiempo de confrontaciones, que te cuides de las peleas, pero que no dejes que te miren la cara tampoco, es lo que te viene indicando. No nomás porque te dice que no pelees con tu pareja, no dice que dejes a otra persona que te mire la cara, te dice que si alguien te está saliendo mal, pues confréntalos, diles, hey, ¿para qué me estás haciendo esto? Como por decir, quisiste hacer un trato de negocio y y estás viendo que te está saliendo mal, es tiempo de hacer esa confrontación y decirle, hey, pues, ¿qué estás haciendo? ¿Verdad? Pero la carta de la muerte dice que se va a mover muy lento todo lo que estás esperando esta semana o lo que quieres hacer. Cáncer. Cáncer, cáncer. Cáncer, cáncer. Vamos a ver ahorita cómo va a estar. Cáncer. Ok. Voy a ver algo, espérate. Ok. Okay. Cancer. The card that's going to be dominating you is going to be the card of the Fool, the card that's going to be dominating the whole year, which is a good card. Why? The card of the Fool tells you that this month is time for you to reinvent yourself. This card here says to start a new project, that it's time for you to have faith and move forward with what you want to do. This card here basically tells you to grab onto your faith and to think positively, is basically what this card is telling you. But it tells you that you're going to be wanting to think very radically or very chaotic, or very like aggressive thinking, kind of like not being able to think clearly and being very aggressive with other people. It tells you to watch out for envious energies and betrayals. It tells you to watch out for charlatanes as well this month in terms of opportunities that they're being offered that they're BSing you. It tells you to be careful with in terms of that aspect. But the card of the Fool tells you that it's time for you to start something new, and it's time for you to reinvent yourself this month, that you're going to be reinventing yourself this month. And the card that's going to be dominating you, Cancer, is going to be the card of the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card that represents success. Basically, it says that things are going to pay off. It says that things are going to pay off. It says that you're going to have success this week. But towards the end of the week, it tells you to watch out for betrayals, and it tells you to watch out for charlatanes, watch out for false promises, because there's also this other energy of conspiracy that's going to be affecting you, because you do have opportunities being offered, but it tells you to watch out for. It's like if you're getting two opportunities, it just tells you to watch out for one. Basically, that's what it's telling you. It's telling you that you're going to have a new opportunity offered, and that, remember what it's telling you. It's telling you to reinvent yourself. It's time for you to reinvent yourself. It's time for you to move forward and let go of things that don't serve you. Basically, it's saying that there's an opportunity that just doesn't serve your purpose, and that it's time for you to move on to a better opportunity. And I do see opportunities coming your way. That's something that does come out here. It tells you to watch out with lending money as well. That's also something that you shouldn't be doing this week as well. And it tells you to watch out for catastrophes towards the end of the week. But in terms of opportunity, you still have celebrations, promotions, and raises. But it also tells you to watch out for false promises in terms of opportunities. So it's really kind of like a tricky energy, because there's this energy of conspiracy, and it's telling you that it's going to seem good, but analyze it. Basically, it's what it's telling you. Be careful. Don't fall for it, is basically what it tells you. Analyze it. If it doesn't seem legit, then don't do it. But if your intuition is telling you go for it, then go for it. It's a really interesting energy. It's telling you to be careful. It's telling you to be careful. It's telling you that you have success, but it's telling you that you're going to have an opportunity. But be very careful with that opportunity, because it's also telling you to watch out for charlatanes as well. So it's like a really weird energy. And then at the end of the week, it seems like you were betrayed. So in terms of business deals, also tells you to watch out in terms of shady business deals. That's another thing that does come out. It's a really weird energy that's coming out. It's like very, and that makes sense. That makes sense. Going back to your month prediction, there's a lot of this chaotic thinking, not really being able to see what's clear. And it's telling you to be careful. It's telling you to be careful in terms of false promises. It's a really weird energy, actually. It just tells you to watch out for betrayals at the end of the week. So that's something that comes out really clear. Cáncer. La carta que te va a estar dominando este mes va a ser la carta del loco. El loco te está indicando que te tienes que reinventar este mes, que vas a estar reinventándote este mes, es lo que te viene indicando, pero también que te tienes que reinventar este mes, que ya dejes las energías negativas atrás, que si tienes un trabajo que no te sirve, un trabajo que no es para ti, que ya te pienses a buscar una nueva oportunidad, un nuevo proyecto, pon un negocio tú, que tienes que reinventarte, que es tiempo de tener la fe y poner tus ideas en marcha, es lo que te viene indicando. Pero también te indica que vas a estar como pensando muy radical, o como que no vas a poder ver las cosas claro, como que va a estar como una energía caótica en cuestiones de lo que tú estás pensando. Y también te dice que que te cuides como de traiciones también, es otra cosa que te está indicando. Pero está como una energía caótica, como que vas a estar como sintiéndote muy enojado, muy emocional, muy radical, y te dice que te calmes, que no pienses tan, tan loco. Por eso te marca la energía del loco, que no pienses tan loco. Respira, piensa bien lo que quieres, lo que tienes que hacer, analízalo y luego hazlo. Es lo que te viene indicando. Como que parece que va a haber como un estrés este, esta, este mes. Y la carta que te está dominando esta semana va a ser la carta del 3 de oros. El 3 de oros, la energía que te está marcando es una energía tan rara que hasta me quedó como... Es como una energía y va para atrás con tu carta del mes. Va para atrás con tu carta del mes porque la carta del loco te está indicando una energía loca que te va a estar siguiendo, como no poder ver las cosas claras. Sí te indica que te tienes que cuidar de unas traiciones o una conspiración al final de la semana, que dice que te cuides de traiciones o de que alguien que está conspirando a- detrás de tus espaldas, porque es lo primerito que te sale el éxito, que vas a tener el éxito, pero cuídate de las envidias y de las traiciones. Dice que te van a llegar oportunidades, pero tienes que ver cuáles son falsas y cuáles son reales. Tienes que ser muy inteligente y analizar todo. Tienes que hacer como muy muy al punto. Chequear todo bien al detalle. Tienes que chequear todo al detalle y te dice que tengas cuidado con esas traiciones, porque como que van a llegar charlatanes esta semana en cuestiones de ofresas de trabajo, oportunidades o que alguien que quiere comer de lo tuyo, ¿verdad? Pero esta carta aquí te dice que tienes el éxito y que te cuides de traiciones al final del mes, al final de la semana, y también que te cuides de esta energía rara que está rodeándote, una energía caótica que va a estar como una energía caótica porque vas bien, luego está como de repente, como que no puedes ver las cosas claro, por eso te está indicando, tienes que tener todo al detalle, tienes que leer la letra en cuestiones de lo legales, los contratos, tienes que ver la persona clara, analizar todo claro, tienes que hacer al punto, no decir más de lo que tienes que decir y ya, no digas, a veces uno se tropeza cuando dice muchas cosas de más y no le preguntó eso, en cuestiones de, vamos a decir que tienes una entrevista y tú vas y tú le dices, oh sí, yo trabajé aquí y pues ellos te preguntan, ¿en dónde trabajaste? Oh, yo trabajé en Disneylandia, pero esos hijos y piensas a decir malas palabras o piensas a decir cosas feas y me empadaba ese trabajo y quién sabe qué tanto, pero ellos nomás te preguntaron dónde trabajaste. Es lo que te viene diciendo, tienes que tener cuidado con, con, con el detalle. Es lo que te viene indicando, es una energía muy extraña, pero sí te dice cuídate mucho de las traiciones al final de la semana. For um, for Cancer, I realized the energy that's coming out. It's basically coming out as a like a conspiracy, and it's telling you to watch out for because there's going to be opportunities arriving for you, but it tells you to watch out for opportunities that are false promises. Is basically what it tells you. It tells you to be careful with the detail. You need to be detail orientated in terms of Cancer, in terms of this energy with the three of pentacles. The three of pentacles, Cancer, is telling you that you need to be very careful in terms of detail orientated. You need to watch out for conspiracies against you. You need to watch out for betrayals towards the end of the week, and it tells you that there's this like there's opportunities coming to you, but you need to be very detail orientated and analyze everything before acting upon it. It tells you that you need to be careful because there's charlatans and there's false promises in terms of these opportunities. So it just tells you to be careful, and then it really just brings this focus on betrayals at the end of the week. So definitely be careful with that as well. I just had to clear that up. Leo. Leo. Es mi placer, Amelia Fernández, de poder estar aquí con ustedes. Okay. Okay, Leo, here we go. You really need to watch out for you have a lot of like this arguing, betrayals in terms of relationships, third party energy, canceled plans. I mean, it makes sense with everything that's going on. Anyways, okay. Leo, the card that's going to be dominating you this month is going to be the card of the Emperor. The Emperor tells you that you have success. It says that you're going to have a lot of success in terms of work-wise and business-wise, in terms of opportunity of growth and opportunity of succeeding. So that's why the card of the Emperor is dominating you. It tells you that you are going to have a little bit of feeling stuck this month, but that you're going to be succeeding no matter what is basically what it says. In terms of work-wise, if you're trying to get a new job, you're going to be able to get a new job. In terms of business, you're going to be able to grow your business this month. It's going to be flowing very well for you. So that's the energy that dominates you in terms of the month. In terms of the week, the Nine of Swords wants to dominate you. The Nine of Swords basically wants to dominate you in terms of being very worried over something, being emotional. It wants to dominate you with negative energies, and it tells you to not let these negative energies dominate you. It tells you to go out and have fun. It tells you to hang out with your family or friends. But there's also another energy that comes out, and it tells you to watch out for betrayals in terms of relationship. And I really only see relationship energy because the energy that comes out is basically coming out more of like third parties. And it tells you to watch out for betrayals in relationships. It basically seems like you're thinking a lot about the past, and you're thinking a lot about problems that you've had in relationships as well. It seems like it's going to be a week dominated with relationship problems for you. And even in terms of emotional energy, it dominates you with thinking a lot about past relationships as well. For those who are single, for those who are thinking a lot for past relationships, it tells you that there's going to be a little bit of arguing in terms of relationships and fighting in terms of family as well. So watch out with that as well. You are going to be feeling very stuck, and you are going to be feeling very like overwhelmed. So that's kind of like the energy that dominates you this week. You do have celebrations that are coming up, and you're like almost like immediately in the beginning of the week. But as the week goes by, it just seems to get a little bit difficult and more difficult, and it seems like there's a little bit of betrayal, there's a little bit of envious energies, arguing with family members, and even arguing in this reunion as well. So that's another energy that you need to watch out for. So whatever reunions, whatever celebrations you're celebrating, it just tells you to watch out for arguments in that sense as well. But you are going to be doing a lot of thinking about the past, and you are going to be wanting to isolate yourself this week. Don't do that. Try to force this energy to leave you alone. Try to make yourself enjoy yourself. Don't try to isolate yourself. Try to provoke happiness for yourself. If someone screwed you over, we'll leave them in the past, and you need to enjoy yourself. Don't be so focused on that. But there are going to be negative energies that want to surround you and want to cause difficulties in that aspect. But you are going to be feeling a little bit stuck. Really, just a lot of energy of envious energies and betrayals is really what's dominating you this week, Leo. Yeah, definitely wouldn't want to have conflict in a marriage. My twin is getting married at the end of this month as well, which I'm trying to be there, but we'll see. We'll see, because my day job doesn't really give us time off that way. Anyways, let's see. Spanish version. Leo, la carta que te va a estar dominando va a ser la carta del emperador. La carta del mes va a ser la carta del emperador. Esta carta aquí te está indicando que vas a tener éxito este mes, que vas a tener éxito en cuestiones de agarrar trabajo, de empezar un negocio, de crecer tu negocio, crecer en tu trabajo, y de oportunidades que te van a estar llegando. Pero la cosa que te está indicando es que sí te vas a estar sintiendo como atorado en el mes, pero que tengas la fe y que sepas que tienes el éxito el mes en todos modos, pero que tienes que estar viendo optimística y ver para adelante, que no te cierres. Pero si te vas a sentir atorada a un punto del mes, pero que vas a salir adelante. Por eso te sale la carta del éxito. La carta que te va a estar dominando, Leo, esta semana va a ser la carta del 9 de espadas. La 9 de espadas dice que tú vas a estar queriendo como quedarte en cama, sintiéndote muy huevón o triste, estar muy preocupada o preocupado por algo, estar pensando mucho en el pasado. Dice que no te dejes que te cierres tú, que te diviertas, que salgas a divertirse y que te cuides de problemas en cuestiones de traiciones, porque es como que sale mucho traición en cuestiones de relaciones, sale mucho como tercera parte y como traición que se está revelando. Pero sí te vas a sentir tantito atorado, pero te dice que provoques la felicidad, que te provoques esa felicidad, que no te dejes que te cierres, que tienes que mover esas energías. Y te dice que te cuides de pleitos en cuestiones en celebraciones, te habla de pleitos en cuestiones de celebraciones, como que hay una energía de pleitos que va a querer hacer pleitos en cualquier celebración que tengas esta semana. Um, y esta carta aquí te indica como que te va a estar siguiendo una energía negativa. Y sí, yo sí te recomiendo que si asistes la vela de 7 colores vas a estar bien, pero en todos modos necesitas que provocar felicidad, necesitas que quitarte esta energía limpia, te quítate toda esta energía negativa. Tú quieres empezar tu año bueno, no con peleas, no con problemas en familia. Y trata de no pelear con tu familia, porque lo que pasa cuando se pelea la familia, se sala uno, se trae la salación y uno dice, ¿por qué tengo tanta salación? ¿Por qué me pasa tanto esto y lo otro? A veces uno da la salación con pelear con su papá, su mamá o su familia. Pero sí parece que va a haber pleitos en una reunión y te dice que te cuides de esos pleitos, y también te cuides de traiciones. Pero la energía negativa y el pensamiento del pasado te va a estar dominando mucho esta semana. La emoción te va a estar dominando mucho esta semana. Ya, sí tengo twin. Soy cuate. Creo que se dice cuate porque es una mujer. Mi gemela es una mujer. Nacimos 2 horas separados de los dos. Nací yo primero y luego salió ella a las 2 horas después. I was saying that I'm a twin because they were asking me if I was a twin, and I said, yeah, I'm a twin. We're 2 hours apart, me and my twin, and I have a twin sister. Virgo. You're also a cuate? It's weird calling them cuates, Sony Guerra. It's weird calling cuate because I always just hear twin, so it's like weird when I say cuate. I only heard cuate in Spanish. I don't know what it's called in. I think it's called fraternal twins. Fraternal twins, that's what we are. And she's the one that's getting married. What was I on? Virgo. Okay, Virgo. How's Virgo going to be like this week? Let's see. Oh, Virgo, you need to take advantage of the opportunities. You have opportunities, good news. You're going to be traveling this week. Okay, Virgo. Be careful with traveling, though. That's actually an energy that already came out. And I'm pretty sure it has to do with what's going on in the world. Virgo, let's see. Virgo, how are you going to be this month? How's Virgo going to be like this month? How's Virgo going to be like this month? Okay, I see what it's saying. Virgo, the card of the moon is going to be the card that's going to be dominating you this month. The card of the moon is going to dominate you in terms of sickness. It says that you need to watch out for sickness. Take care of yourself in terms of sickness, because this is the card of sickness. The moon is always going to represent sickness. It's going to represent that energy that's going to be dominating you this month. So I would recommend you to really, really take care of yourself. No te descuides. But it also tells you that you're going to have opportunities that come forward, but you need to not think about it too much. You need to take advantage of those opportunities this month. It says that you need to stop letting your mind and stop second guessing things and just go for it. Basically, it tells you also to listen to your intuition. If your intuition tells you don't go out, then don't go out. If your intuition tells you don't take this trip, then don't take that trip. If your intuition tells you you should start a business, then start a business. Basically, it tells you listen to your intuition. That's what the moon is telling you right now. But it also tells you that you need to take care of yourself in terms of those negative energies that are surrounding you. And that's an energy that's going to be dominating you this month. You don't necessarily have success, because the moon isn't really talking about success. It's just mainly talking about, well, I wouldn't say you don't have success. I would say more of like, it's not specifically talking about success. This card here is mainly talking about your mind. You got to control your mind, and you have to be taking care of yourself, because the energy of sickness, the energy of negative thoughts, manifesting the negative things are basically what it's telling you. Think positively is what it's recommending you to do, and to take advantage of opportunities, not to overthink it too much, to listen to your intuition. The card of the Ace of Wands is going to be the card that's going to be dominating you this week, Virgo, and this card here is telling you to take advantage of every opportunity that comes forward in this week. And it tells you that it is time for you to put a business. This card here says that this week is going to be a perfect week for you to put a business. And that's why the card of the Ace of Wands is very dominant. It also tells you that you're going to be receiving good news in terms of jobs that you've been applying for, and in terms of being able to advance in your job, opportunities of advancing. In terms of news that you've been waiting for, it also tells you you're going to be holding that news. You're going to be receiving good news. It tells you that you're going to be doing some traveling, but it tells you to be careful during your traveling. It tells you to be careful because it doesn't really say that there's, I don't want to say that there's bad energy that's following your trip, but it does say to take care of yourself, because there is bad energy following your trip. It tells you to be careful in terms of difficulties, in terms of bad energies that are following this trip. So I would recommend you more, if you can delay your trip, then I would delay it. If you can delay it till next month, I would delay it till next month. But what I definitely tell you is you do have good news, but towards the end of the week, you have a little bit of difficult energy that's representing itself. And it also tells you too that you're going to be closing one door and opening a new one, and it's going to be for the best. It tells you not to second guess too much. Again, the card of the Ace of Wands tells you to take advantage of every opportunity, and then you're going to have opportunities coming forward for you. That you're going to be doing traveling, but the trip just surrounded by a lot of negative energy. So definitely be careful. If you do go traveling, take care of yourself from everything that's going on around the world. Hot. I'm very hot. Oh, and another thing, the card of the Ace of Wands also tells you that there's going to be a lot of passion and love and sexual passion in terms of relationship-wise. Just a lot of like more passion is really what's dominating you. Okay, where's the moon? Virgo, la carta que te está dominando para el mes va a ser la carta de la luna. La luna te está indicando que te tienes que cuidar mucho de las enfermedades, que te tienes que cuidar mucho de las enfermedades que te van a estar rodeando mucho este mes, pero también te dice que tienes que aprovecharte todas las oportunidades que llegan a tu camino, que tienes que escuchar tu intuición, que si tu intuición te dice, pon un negocio, ponlo, no lo pienses tanto, que tienes que cuidar mucho el pensamiento porque vas a querer estar pensando muy negativo o estar pasándote de pensar y vas a perder las oportunidades. Por eso luego te avisa, pon y di el sí, di un sí, es lo que te viene avisando. Di sí para todas las oportunidades que te lleguen. No te descuides de esas oportunidades nomás porque no sabías si lo tomabas o no. Es lo que te viene indicando. La carta de la luna es lo que te está indicando, que pongas mucha atención a tu intuición este mes. No te dice que tienes mala suerte, pero sí te dice que te cuides mucho de las enfermedades y las energías negativas que te quieren rodear. Es lo que te viene indicando. Emocional también te viene indicando. Y la carta que te está dominando esta semana Virgo va a ser la carta de las de bastos. El as de bastos dice que vas a tener oportunidades que te van a llegar esta semana. Si tú aplicaste a un trabajo, ya te van a llamar de ese trabajo. Si tú estás esperando una respuesta, ya te va a llegar la respuesta. Vas a estar recibiendo buenas noticias y que vas a estar teniendo oportunidades de avanzar. Esta carta aquí también te indica que es tiempo de poner un negocio. Si tú quieres poner un negocio, no lo pienses ya, ponlo. Es lo que te viene indicando esta carta, que vas a tener el éxito. Es perfecto tiempo de poner negocio, pero no es perfecto tiempo de estar viajando. Porque si te salen viajes al final de la semana, pero te dice que te cuides mucho de esos viajes, porque sale mucha mala energía en cuestiones de viajes y andar viajando, que no es tiempo de estar viajando. Más que nada es tiempo de estar avanzando en tu trabajo, en tu negocio. Es lo que te viene diciendo, no es tiempo de estar disfrutando, es tiempo de estar trabajando. Tú quieres empezar trabajando, no empezar gozando, es lo que te viene diciendo. Pero aparte de eso, ya te dijo la luna que te tienes que cuidar de enfermedades y que si tú tienes un viaje, yo mejor te recomiendo que lo retires más para el futuro, un mes o el próximo mes de febrero o finales de febrero, pero que no lo vayas a hacerlo ahorita porque te rodea mucho la mala energía y dice que puede llegar a pasar tragedias o una energía negativa. No es tiempo de estar viajando, es tiempo de estar creciendo tu negocio y estar creciendo en cuestiones económicos. Pero sí te llega mucho la buena noticia y dice que vas a estar cerrando una puerta y abriendo una nueva en cuestiones de oportunidades. Pero no, lo único que te está marcando mucho es la energía negativa en cuestiones de viajes, que no es tiempo de viajar, es lo que sí te indica muy claro que no es tiempo de estar viajando. La carta y yo creo que es obvio con todo lo que está pasando, pero también la carta de bastos te está indicando que va a haber mucha pasión sexualmente y también que va a haber mucha pasión en cuestiones de relaciones también. Sí, sí son diferentes, pero nomás creo que la única que la he oído decir es mi tía. Mi tía es la única que siempre me dice, nos dice cuates. Vamos con, y me ha estado mareando mucho, que no quiero ni pensar ni que va a temblar fuerte, porque siempre pero yo sé que cuando me mareo mucho es lo que es, que va a temblar. Pero lo voy a dejar para las predicciones. Voy a dejar todo eso para las predicciones, pero me ha estado mareando. Ahorita me mareé otra vez de repente, pero ayer me mareé en una forma muy fea que dije, ay, ¿qué es eso? Ah, y eso las brujerías que andan avientando la gente también. ¿Sabes? Side note, there's the one thing that I've been, that I don't even want to say it, but I know I have to say it. One thing that I'm seeing, and I saw it last year, and I wanna, and I if I see it again in a promotion that I don't even know how to say it. So I saw this promotion for a show for Selena Gomez, and in this promotion, I saw something negative standing behind her, and tragedy is following her. Um, it's something that I've been like debating on speaking on, or I should or shouldn't speak on, but I definitely see tragedy. One of the things that they told me is that the name Selena, it has carries a lot of negative energy, and they referred me back to Selena Quintanilla, and they referred me back to the person who auditioned to be Selena, and the person that passed away, and then there's just I see something negative following Selena Gomez, brujeria, witchcraft, curses, hexes, but more than anything, something negative because I see accidents or tragedy following Selena Gomez. Um, that's something that I've been holding on to for I think a month already. I think a month, and I just right now, just right in this moment, they just made me say it. It's like all of a sudden they made me say something about it because I've been keeping it to myself, and it's just like they're not letting me keep it to myself. But she definitely needs to take care of herself in terms of tragic accidents and just tragic situations, death has been surrounding her, and she's already had situations where she escaped death, and death isn't following her just because. There's definitely some sort of brujeria, some sort of negative work that has been done on her, but it's to take her to her death. It's not a coincidence that she's experienced close calls to her death already. But I don't even know. It's just something. It's so overwhelming that it's like it's hard to talk about. It's just something that I've been keeping to myself for about a month already. Les digo que hay algo que ha visto con la Selena Gómez, y yo sé que estamos a medias de video, pero de repente me pegó y lo tengo que decir. Y vi como una promoción de Selena Gómez, y en ese video de esa promoción vi algo tan oscuro atrás de ella que la está siguiendo la tragedia, la muerte, la está siguiendo, la tragedia en cuestiones de accidentes fuertes, porque cuando vi eso me enseñaron a Selena Quintanilla, y luego la persona que estaba queriendo hacer Selena Quintanilla en la película, pero falleció, y me dijeron, ese nombre carga mucha mala energía, y el nombre de Selena, y luego me indicaron que viene algo oscuro siguiendo a Selena Gómez, y también me enseñaron que la muerte la está siguiendo, pero aparte de eso me enseñaron que tragedias muy fuertes la está siguiendo, que no es coincidencia que ha tenido momentos de casi llegando a la muerte por situaciones que ha pasado ella. Pero sí se tiene que cuidar mucho, porque yo sí veo algo negativo muy fuerte atrás de ella. En esta promoción, a ver si la veo otra vez y se las voy a enseñar, pero yo vi algo tan oscuro atrás de ella que yo sé que es brujería, y yo sé que no es coincidencia que ha llegado casi a la muerte ella. Pero vamos a continuar con los horóscopos. De repente fue un mensaje que de repente me llegó. Vamos con Libra, ¿verdad? We're on Libra, right? Sí, porque yo veo como que le va a pasar un accidente muy fuerte, pero es que me desespera tanto, no sé ni cómo decirlos, es que me desespera tanto no sé si la han visto, es que, es que cuando yo la veo, yo veo a Selena Gómez cubrida con puras nubes oscuras. Es algo que me gusta yo decirle a la gente cuando yo los leo, les digo, yo te veo que tienes nubes oscuras. Cuando una persona tiene nubes oscuras, que le está persiguiendo algo muy oscuro, o que ya se dejó de vencer por esa cosa oscura. Y cada vez que veo a la Selena Gómez la veo más oscura, como más negativa, y más como que se está perdiendo en la lucha de lo bueno y lo malo, que se tiene que cuidar mucho. Pero me desespera porque cuando la he visto varias veces, ya la veo muy oscura, la veo como que esto ya la quiere colectar. Pero no es su tiempo, no digo que no es por su tiempo, es algo negativo que la está persiguiendo. Me desespera tanto porque cuando lo veo es una energía, no sé, y pues yo sé, pero no sé, ¿verdad? Pero sí es algo fuerte, que es algo que yo me he estado quedando callado, pero no lo puedo detener ya. Pero vamos a seguir, creo que vamos a Libra, right? Libra. Pero yo sí veo que le han hecho brujería a Selena Gómez, pero para llevarla a su muerte. No son brujerías de chistes, son brujerías para llevarla a su muerte. Que yo sí veo eso. Yo no creo que otra persona ha hablado de eso, porque no lo ha visto. No ha visto que nadie otra persona ha hablado de eso, pero yo sí veo que tiene algo oscuro. No sé si no lo han visto la otra gente o no sé qué, pero yo sí veo que tiene algo oscuro, y que no es coincidencia que de repente se ve muy oscura o se ve algo negativo en cuestiones de ella. Yo sé que mucha gente no lo va a ver, pero yo cuando veo a la gente, yo veo nubes oscuras cubriendo a la persona, o los veo muy negativos. De hecho, cuando yo veo a la gente, me gusta verlos en los ojos, porque a veces cuando no brillan los ojos es que ya están poseídos, o cuando no brillan los ojos ya se van a morir, porque ya su luz se les apagó. De hecho, por eso yo cuando hablo con la gente le digo, te falta luz. Es porque yo ya estoy viendo que ya se les apagó la luz, están muy deprimidos o tristes y que ya se dieron por vencer. Y así la estoy viendo más y más a la Selena Gómez. De hecho, puede hacer otra cosa, puede hacer de cuestiones de depresión y lastimarse ella misma, pero no creo. Yo veo más como tragedias fuertes. Sí, vamos a seguir. Vamos con Libra y nos distraímos mucho. Vamos con Libra. Vamos con Libra. Sí se puede evitar lo de Selena, pero es que la gente en verdad no sabe qué tan malo es la brujería. Es que yo he visto de los dos. Yo he visto brujerías de que son verdaderas, que sí son cosas fuertes, pero mucha gente no ve eso. Mucha gente ve a la gente que nomás está embrujando con cosas que han buscado en el internet y sacaron rituales del internet y todo eso, pero cuando alguien en verdad sabe hacer algo, cuando alguien en verdad puede mover las energías, son cosas tan feas y tan fuertes que uno, pues, si tú no lo ves o no te está pasando a ti, tú puedes decir, yo no creo que eso es real, pero ya cuando te pasa a ti, tú quieres buscarla, ya no tienes esperanza, quieres buscar cualquier forma para ayudarte porque es una cosa tan fea. Ve- Pero sí se puede evitar, yo recomiendo que se limpie, se haga una limpia espiritual, porque sí, y sí lo tiene el dinero para hacérselo, porque sí lo tienen, ¿verdad? Pero mucha gente no cree en esas cosas. Pero los que no creen, lo único, como yo siempre les digo, lo único que pide permiso es Dios y los ángeles, el diablo y los demonios, siempre van a entrar a tu vida en cualquier forma que ellos puedan, si es que quieren entrar. Por eso pues eso, y esa es la verdad. But anyways, Libra. I'm almost done. I have a few more. I don't want to be here all night and my phone to die. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Um, you know what's crazy? Ahorita, I'm gonna say it in English. Right now that I was talking about Selena Gomez, my computer froze. And that just confirmed to me that I'm right with what I'm talking about because whatever is after her doesn't like the fact that I'm talking about it. And that just confirmed to me what I said is true. What I saw is true. Because I've had my computer playing right now the whole time and it just froze out of nowhere. It just froze out of nowhere when I started talking about Selena. I was saying that que ahorita que estaba hablando de Selena Gómez, mi computadora se me congeló y eso me confirma a mí de lo que estoy diciendo si es verdad, porque yo sé que cuando lo veo ya no lo puedo parar de ver, porque ya cuando lo veo ya lo vi. Yo ya sé que está ahí, aunque hasta que yo vea que la persona ya se lo quitó de encima, porque no es algo que uno puede nomás ignorar y se quita. Estas cosas no se quitan hasta que tú te las quites mismo. Pero vamos con Libra porque sigo distraído. You see how much it shocked me that I'm like so stuck on it and I can't seem to move on. It's so significant. Let's move on. Okay. Me dio calor. I got hot. Anyways, let's continue. Let's continue because I got distracted with that prediction. And you know the crazy thing is the day that Carmen Salinas passed away, the really well-known female actress that passed away, the day that she passed away, the night before, I was telling my spouse, pay attention to how I've said that she's going to pass away and that she's not going to be able to recover and all this stuff. How I put it in the future, but that night I told my spouse, I can't say that no more. I really feel like it's going to happen already. Like I didn't put it future wise. I was putting it like present tense wise. So it's interesting that I kept this to myself for so long, and now they're making me put it out there because to me it's just confirms to me that something's going to happen and they wanted me to put it out there. But hopefully not. Espero que no. Yo voy a estar rezando por ella. I'm going to be praying for her, but she definitely needs to realize that her anxiety, her depression is not just due to mental problems. And that's one thing that I have to say. But anyways, because I know she has like anxiety and depression and all that. Anyways, vamos a empezar. Libra, the card of the Lovers is going to be the card that's going to be dominating you this month. Lots of love, lots of passion, relationship is going to be dominating you this month. Taking the next step in your relationship or finding a more serious relationship. Lots of passion as well. It's going to be a month of lots of passion and success as well. So you do have that as well. The card that's going to be dominating you this week is going to be the card of the Fool. The Fool tells you that it's time for you to reinvent yourself, to not stay hung up on missed opportunities, to not stay focused on missed opportunities, because it seems like you're still thinking about the opportunities you missed last year, the opportunities you wish that you could have done this, you wish you could have done that. It's no longer time to be wishing, it's time to do. It's no longer time for you to be thinking, it's time for you to start that new project. It's time for you to put that into action. It's time for you to reinvent yourself. It does say that this week is going to start off a little slow for you, but you do have celebrations. You do have an opportunity that comes forward for you that's going to fulfill your every need. It tells you that you have opportunities in terms of work-wise, business-wise, promotions, raises, money coming in your direction. It says that you're in the middle of a crossroads, but it tells you that it's time for you to put things into action. It tells you it's no longer time for you to be thinking. You're going to want to be hung up on something from the past, but it's not time for you to be hung up in something from the past. The card of Death dominates your present, which is right here. I'm going to pull out for you. The card of Death is dominating your present, but it's because it's time for you to let go of that and put your actual passion in, to put your actual faith in the things that you want to do, not the things that you couldn't do. It's basically what it tells you, that this week is the time for you to let go of missed opportunities and to start working on new projects, to start working on new things, to start reinventing yourself as of this week. And that you're going to be doing that in general, because this is the energy that's dominating you, that you're going to be reinventing yourself this week is what it's telling you. You do seem to have an opportunity that comes forward. In terms of relationship, you have opportunities that come forward in terms of relationship. Someone who fulfills your every desire. And then in terms of work-wise, in terms of business-wise, you have opportunities that fulfills your every need as well. So that's basically what the energy that's dominating you this week. Let's go with the Spanish version. Can you guys see me? Is it freezing? Just want to make sure it's not freezing. Another drink break. Anyways, let's continue. Libra. I'm almost done. Wrong way. Libra, la carta que te va a estar dominando Libra va a ser la carta de los amantes. La carta de los amantes te va a estar dominando en cuestiones de pasión, amor, relaciones, que te llega el amor en este mes, que te llega y que vas a estar tomando los próximos pasos en tu relación, relaciones más serias, es lo que te viene indicando. Y para los que quieren hacer solteros y disfrutar, mucha pasión en lo que te habla, pasión en el amor, pasión amorosos, es lo que te viene indicando. Esta carta aquí dice que también vas a tener el éxito esta semana. Lo que te está dominando esta semana y este mes, lo que te está dominando esta semana va a ser la carta del loco. El loco te indica que ya no es tiempo de estar pensando en el pasado. Ya no es tiempo de estar pensando en las cosas que quisiste hacer, en las cosas que quisiste hacer el último año. Ya no es tiempo de estar pensando de oportunidades que no se hicieron. Y de empezar nuevos proyectos y de empezarte a reinventirte. Dice que es tiempo de agarrarte de la fe y poner tus proyectos en marcha, que no estés pensando, ay, lo hubiera hecho el último año, hubiera hecho esto, lo otro, es tiempo de hacerlo ya ahorita. Y también te indica que te vas a estar reinventando esta semana, que vas a estar empezando a dejar las cosas que no sirven para atrás en el pasado y vas a estar moviéndote al futuro. En cuestiones de amor, te dice que te llega un amor que te va a llenar de todos los aspectos que estás buscando, que te va a agradecer en todos los aspectos que estás buscando. Y en cuestiones de trabajo o negocio, también te llega. Sí, de repente ya se está poniendo raro. ¿Ya me ven? Can you guys see me? I won't tell you what I saw. It's because ever since I talked about Selena Gomez, there's this weird energy que se está manifestando. So, I just want to make sure we're not blurry. Give me 1 second. We'll be back up and running right now in a sec. Because it's a little blurry. No lo quiero borroso though. Does it look clear? I don't want to log out and I don't want to like come back on. Because like I need it to be a clear video. Does it look clear though? Because, or is it just my internet that's not, yeah, I see that it's blurry. I don't know why my internet's being weird. It's my Wi-Fi. It's my Wi-Fi and then my phone just doesn't want to work. And I don't want to log off. Anyways, así vamos a continuar. Let's just continue. We're gonna continue like that and we'll leave it like that. I'll still post them on TikTok like that. As long as you can hear me and as long as it looks good, decent, I'm fine. So this is what I saw. So since I talked about Selena Gomez, there was an energy that's manifesting. Like I said, I already know they're not liking the fact that I mentioned it. No, it's okay. I'm protected. My space is protected. It's just that there's this energy because when When the video cut, I saw it. But it's okay. My space is protected. It's just that just again confirms to what I said. It just confirms again with what I said. That's absolutely what it's doing right then and there. But anyways, I apologize that it's going to continue to be a little bit blurry. I don't know if it looks blurry for you. No sé si para ustedes se ve borroso, pero aquí lo estoy viendo y se ve tantito borroso, pero así vamos a continuar. Vamos a empezar de nuevo con Libra. Libra, la carta que te va a estar dominando este mes va a ser la carta de los amantes. Los amantes están indicando que va a ser una energía muy, muy llena de pasión, de amor, de relaciones, de tomar los pasos nuevos o más serios en tus relaciones, que te llega un amor serio o que que todo el mes va a salir de mucha pasión sensual. Pero aparte de eso también te indica que vas a tener éxito. La carta que te va a dominar esta semana va a ser la carta del loco. El loco te está indicando que la energía del loco te está diciendo que es tiempo de reinventarte. Te está diciendo que ya no pienses tanto en las cosas que no se hizo el último año. Que sigas adelante, que sigas tú adelante, que sigas tú con la fe, que ya no te pienses tanto en lo que no hiciste el último año, las cosas que no pasaron, las oportunidades que fallaron, que no se hicieron, que tienes que ver para adelante y tienes que moverte para adelante. Dice la carta del loco que tienes que estar viendo al futuro, que tienes que estar dejando cosas que no es para ti, para que tú sigas avanzando. La carta del loco también te dice que es una energía que te va a dominar, que te vas a estar reinventando ya desde esta semana. Pero te dice que empieces tus nuevos proyectos, que pongas tus proyectos en marcha, que es tiempo de pensar algo nuevo, de pensar de un empiezo nuevo es lo que te está indicando y que vas a estar pensando algo nuevo. Lo único que te dice es que sí sale la muerte y la muerte te está indicando que es tiempo de dejar los pensamientos negativos atrás en 2021 o en los últimos años, que es tiempo de dejar todo lo que no te sirve en el pasado, es lo que te viene indicando. En cuestiones de amor, te dice que te llega un amor serio pues un amor que te va a llenar de todo, te va a agradecer de todo lo que tú estás buscando y de pasión, amor y todo eso. Y también te dice que en cuestiones de trabajo y negocio va a llegar oportunidades que te van a agradecer. También te llega como un dinerito y pues más que nada tienes éxito por la carta del loco. El loco te dice que nomás tengas fe y pienses positivo. Does it look blurry? ¿Se ve borroso para ustedes? It's annoying. I don't know why my internet on my phone. So I was using the internet on my phone, which was better. Yeah, it looks a little blurry. It's okay. I'm gonna finish them off like this. For me, it just looks blurry because I'm looking at it right here. It's not cutting out for me, but it does look blurry. But it's okay. We're just gonna finish it off and been on here for a little bit too long. Maybe it's just my internet. Maybe it's just my internet that's not, even for me, it's not loading good. Anyways, focus. Vamos con Scorpio, que ya vamos a terminar. Pero yeah, there was definitely an energy that did not like me talking about Selena Gomez. And that just confirms to me what I said. I'll look at it at the end and see how it recorded, and then we'll see. Hopefully it records good. Hopefully it's not blurry. So let's see, Scorpio. How is Scorpio going to be like this week? How is Scorpio going to be like this week? Aquí tengo mi agüita bendita. Vamos a echarnos tantita agüita bendita. Who are we at, Scorpio? How is Scorpio going to be like this? How is Scorpio going to be like this month? Ooh, Scorpio. Scorpio, you definitely need to watch out for difficulties. Difficulties, yeah. Scorpio, the card that's going to be dominating you this week is going to be the card of the devil. The devil tells you that you need to be careful this week, this month. This month, the card the card that's going to be dominating you this month, Scorpio, is going to be the card of the devil. The devil tells you that you need to watch out for catastrophes, difficulties, and that it's going to be, it's going to fog up my camera. It's gonna wet my camera. You guys want some holy water too? Hopefully it doesn't. I mean, it can't. Oh, look, it got clear. Okay. Anyways, let's continue. Scorpio, the card that's going to be dominating you is going to be the card of the devil. The devil tells you that it's going to be a month of difficulties. The card of the devil says it's going to be a month of difficulties, but I still see that you're going to be able to overcome those difficulties. It's just going to be a very challenging month for you, a month of obstacles. And the card that's going to be dominating you, Scorpio, this week is going to be the card of the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands tells you that it's going to be a week of difficulties, arguments, a week of transition. It says that you need to stay optimistic because there is going to be an energy of difficulties, but progress, that security and stability that you're looking for this week, you're going to find it at the end of the week. Not really the beginning of the week, it's more towards the end of the week. That's why it says, even though things are going to be challenging for you this week, stay optimistic because that news that you're waiting for is going to arrive towards the end of the week. That money that you're waiting for is going to arrive towards the end of the week. That opportunity that you're waiting for is going to arrive at the end of the week. It just says that it's going to be a difficult a difficult week, but full of progress. It tells you to watch out with arguments between family members, and it tells you that it's going to be a week that there's going to be a little bit of difficulty, but it's going to be transitioning and moving forward. So that's an energy that dominates you. You do have good news and money arriving towards the end of the week, and that the money that somebody owes you is finally going to be paid, but it's going to be paid towards the end of the week as well, is what it says. In terms of security and stability for this week, it doesn't come out till the end of the week. The week just starts a little bit difficult. Scorpio, la carta que te va a estar dominando este mes va a ser la carta del diablo. El diablo te está indicando que va a ser un mes de dificultades y de problemas. Te dice que vas a poder brincar todos los problemas, que vas a poder brincar todos los obstáculos, pero que sí vas a estar batallando tantito este mes. Es lo que te viene indicando, que va a haber como mucho energía de peleas o de dificultad, así te viene indicado, o catastrofías. Te tienes que cuidar de eso. Para la semana, Scorpio, te está dominando el 5 de bastos. El 5 de bastos te está diciendo que te cuides de peleas, que te cuides de energías que quieren causar peleas o dificultades. Te dice que va a ser una semana de dificultades, pero de transiciones, que va a estar moviéndose la energía, que va a estar moviéndose la energía. No exactamente va a estar moviéndose a tu favor luego, pero para final de la semana dice que te viene saliendo todo bien, que del principio va a estar como tantito como dificultada, que se va a estar como progresando la situación, pero que va a haber batallas, pero que va a estar progresando y que te llega el dinero al final de la semana o buena suerte, y que te llegan golpes de suerte en la final de la semana, te llega un dinero, el dinero que te debe una persona te viene pagando, te llegan las buenas noticias al final de la semana, es donde te está marcando más que nada. Pero la carta del 5 de bastos dice que te cuides mucho de peleas y de la energía que está muy como revuelta, pero que va a estar la energía también revuelta, pero que va a estar progresando, es lo que te viene indicando. Y que tienes que pensar muy positivo. I did do Leo. You know what's crazy? on my side, it was like super blurry. I was like in the same situation at all of you guys, but now that I'm looking at it, it recorded the video clear. But you know what? Ya no voy a hablar de la Selena Gómez porque su energía de esa negativa que está atrás de ella está muy fuerte. No le gustó que hable de eso. Just kidding. I'm probably going to make a TikTok about it and add her into my predictions for the year. Or the month, actually. I'd say the month. Say the month. Vamos con Sagittarius. Pero sí, cuando les voy a decir, cuando se me pagó mi teléfono, vi la cara de un demonio. Es lo que vine viendo y que otra vez les digo, me confirma de lo que acabo de decir de Selena Gómez. Otra vez pasó. Otra vez está pasando. Pero vamos a continuar. Vamos con Sagitario. I'm almost done. Oh my God, I can't wait to be done. Sagittarius, you have a very emotional week. Okay. Anyways, let's finish off. I'm super sorry that it's dragging out for so long, and I've like made so many middle. I've stopped so many times for brief moments to speak, but yeah. But I was telling you guys, no creo que les dije en español. Le digo que cuando se cortó mi video, vi la cara de un demonio que me confirma otra vez de lo mismo que les acabo de decir de lo de Selena Gómez. Que ya no voy a hablar de ella porque una energía que sigue que no le gusta que esté hablando de eso. En todos modos, yo tengo protección aquí. Este vaso que ven aquí es una protección que yo tengo. Por supuesto, tengo mi velita del ángel de la guardia. Tengo todos mis sprays también aquí. Y tengo todas las estatuas de los arcángeles aquí en este cuarto. Tengo muchas protecciones en este cuarto. Este es mi cuarto espiritual donde yo hago todo. De aquí preparo todos los trabajos espirituales, hago limpias, hago de todo aquí en este mismo cuarto. Limpias, videos, todo lo hago aquí. Pero vamos a empezar con Sagitario. Right. Sagittarius, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the Tower. The Tower is going to be dominating you in a very difficult energy. It says it's going to be a difficult energy because it's talking about lots of letdowns this month, lots of feeling very like falling apart, but very let down, a lot of envious energy this month. It tells you, the card of the Tower tells you that it's going to be a month of lots of radical unexpected changes, and to also save your money because there's going to be unexpected expenses as well, because it's going to be a month of unexpected expenses, and it's going to be a difficult energy that's going to be following you throughout the entire month. Towards the end of the month, definitely looks like things are getting better for you, but beginning of the month, definitely and the energy that follows you throughout the whole month is definitely a difficult energy of unexpected changes or unexpected expenses is really what's dominating you this month. The other thing that's dominating you, Sagittarius, this week is the card of the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords says that you're going to be full. It's going to be a week of lots of letdown, and that's one thing that it's telling you, lots of letdown. It's a very emotional week from what I can see here for you. A very emotional week, very lots of tears being shed. For some reason, it's showing a lot of tears being shed. You seem to be thinking a lot about past relationships or past people or past situations. You seem to have a little like lack of peace in terms of not being able to sleep and be very worried. So it's going to be a very difficult week for you. So what can we do here? What can we do? How can I help you here? I would recommend you to wear a red ribbon with 3 knots. That's actually the best thing, which I have mine here, red ribbon with 3 knots. I have a yellow one too that I did as well, but the yellow one I put it on for a different reason. But the card of the Nine of Swords tells you that you're going to have a very overwhelming week. So take it very slowly and try to provoke happiness. Try not to focus so much in the negative. Try to think more positively. Sagitario, la carta que te está dominando este mes va a ser la carta de la Torre. La Torre te está indicando que va a ser un mes de sentirse derrumbado, de cambios inesperados o de gastos inesperados. Que te dice que cuides mucho tu dinero y que no gastes mucho este mes, y te dice que va a estar experienciando mucho cambios inesperados. Es lo que te marca. Cuídate de las envidias y de una energía como de dificultades que te va a estar dominando todo el mes, que te dice que por eso te están dominando esta carta aquí. Pero sí sale como una energía que te vas a estar sintiendo derrumbado o derrumbada todo el mes, que te tienes que cuidar mucho de esa energía. De hecho, empieza tu semana, Sagitario, con la carta del 9 de espadas, que dice bien preocupado o no poder dormir, o mucho como sintiéndose muy derrumbado, triste, pensando mucho en el pasado, en una persona del pasado, y como una energía muy fuerte en cuestiones de negativamente. Pero más que nada es que es una energía que te deja con las manos vacías. Es que estás esperando algo y como que te deja, te sale la energía como a medias, es lo que viene diciendo. Pero la carta del 9 de espadas dice que no pienses tanto en el pasado, no pienses tanto en negativo, que tienes que provocar la felicidad y que tienes que levantarte de esa cama, no estar acostado en esa cama. Tienes que mover las energías para que tú estés feliz. Pero como que no vas a tener tanta paz esta semana porque sale como muy emocional la semana, sale muy como una semana de mucha desesperación, mucha batalla, mucho problema. Pero más que nada es como una semana muy emocional porque me enseñan como muchas gotas de estar llorando, es lo que me vienen enseñando. Por la carta del 9 de espadas sí dice que tienes que provocar la felicidad y que no te quedes encerrado triste, es lo que te viene indicando más que nada. Capricorn. Let's focus with these last 3 ones because we're literally almost done. We need to focus. No more talking. Let's just get this done. This is a long video. Okay. Ya no voy a hablar. Me voy a quedar callado. Oh, make sure you guys hit the like button. I didn't really announce that I was going to be live. I just hopped on here, and thank you so much for everybody who's watching me and everybody who stayed watching me the whole time. I know I'm like not the most like put together YouTuber, but hey, I'm learning. I'm still trying to find that video where like it was my first time predicting. I'm going to share it on all my social media. I'm still waiting to share it. But definitely going to be doing that. I just have to do that. And don't forget to follow me on Raphaelsinsights / Ask Raphaelsinsights on Facebook, where you guys can submit your questions and I definitely will answer. Don't forget that I do we did Capricorn, we did Sagittarius, Capricorn. No, seguimos con Capricorn. Don't forget that I do the letters to Raphaelsinsights. It's a segment that I want to start. Scorpio, I already did. Scorpio, you want to go back in the video so you can find it. We're on the last ones, which is Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And I always say Pisces in Spanish. I know it's Pisces, but I like saying Pisces. That's what I got used to saying. Capricornio, Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn, you have a lot of luck and opportunity and papers that are coming in your direction. Oh. Calor. Blessings from the universe this week. Okay. Hold on. We're going to move these energies. Then we're going to pull out the month energy one more time. Three more, you guys. We're almost done. It's already I think it's probably going to be too late for me to do a super chat, but I definitely owe you guys a super chat. Okay, here we go. The month of January. How's January going to be like for Capricorn? Capricorn, you have a very emotional month, is really what comes out for you. Very emotional. Okay. Capricorn, the card of the Lovers is also going to be dominating you, but it's dominating you, Capricorn, in terms of emotional. It's an emotional energy, Capricorn. The Lovers says that you're going to have success. You do have success, but you do seem to be very like emotional the entire month. And towards the end of the month is really where you start being more celebratory in terms of emotion towards celebration, but it seems like it's going to be a very emotional month. An emotional roller coaster is what this month is dominating you as, Capricorn. And then the card that's dominating you this week is the card of the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is dominating you here, and it says that you're waiting on something and that you are going to be receiving whatever you're waiting for, but towards the end of the week is really where that's coming up. Towards like end of the week is really where that's coming up, but it says that whatever you're waiting for, you're going to receive. It tells you to stay optimistic, to not be worried, to not worry so much, to let things flow. It says that situations are going to be in a transitional energy. And then in terms of the way that you're going to be feeling very like soul searching, very like what's your purpose? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you need to do? You're going to be searching for something. And then in terms of paperwork that you're waiting for, you're going to be receiving that paperwork this week as well. You also seem to be emotional as well. It seems to be an emotional week for you as well. But it's in terms of emotional, it's like an emotional roller coaster this week as well. It seems like you do have good energies, but it's more of like a transitional energy. It's more of like energy that's just kind of like constantly moving, and it seems to be a little bit of like highs and lows, but nothing really, like it doesn't really say bad luck. But there's a little bit of saving your money as well. It says to save your money, to not overspend this week. There's an expense that's coming up either later on in the week or the following week that you need to be prepared for. So it tells you to save your money as well. But the card of the Queen of Pentacles also tells you that whatever financial worries you have, you're going to be able to dominate them as well. For those who are not financially stable, it says that you're going to be able to dominate your financial expenses as well. Capricornio, la carta que te está dominando va a ser la carta de los amantes. Los amantes están dominando en una energía de emocional, que dice que todo este mes va a ser muy emocional para ti, que vas a estar en tus sentimientos y que vas a estar teniendo muchas emociones. Pero para finales del mes, como que sale como celebraciones y éxito. Pero tú vas a estar como en un raite de emociones. Es que va a estar para arriba y para abajo, es lo que te viene indicando la carta de los amantes, pero sí habla mucho la emoción. No necesariamente habla del amor, habla más la emoción, es lo que te viene marcando. Y la carta que te va a dominar esta semana va a ser la carta de la reina de oros. La reina de oros te está indicando que vas a poder dominar todas tus finanzas. También te dice que vas a estar pensando mucho en algo que estás esperando, pero te dice que pienses positivo y que ya te va a llegar, que los papeles que estás esperando ya te va a llegar y todo lo que estás esperando ya te va a llegar. Al final de la semana parece que te llegan como los papeles que estás esperando, lo que estás esperando, es donde te está llegando, pero que también que va a estar la energía como en una transición, como que va a estar moviéndose la energía para progresar, es lo que te viene indicando, pero tienes que pensar positivo. Sé que vas a poder dominar todas tus finanzas, pero también que salves tu dinero porque va a llegar como un pago inesperado ya para finales de la semana o vas a ocupar un dinero para la próxima semana. Pero sí te indica que tienes que salvar tu dinero esta semana, poner tantito y no gastar tanto en cuestiones de dinero. Para los que están pues pobrecitos, dice que no te preocupes del dinero, que vas a poder dominarlo, es lo que te viene indicando en cuestiones de tus pagos, por eso la reina te domina. Pero sí, te marca mucho como una energía de transición, que lo que estás buscando ya se está moviendo, lo que estás esperando ya se está moviendo y ya te va a llegar, lo que te viene indicando. I am tired. Aquarius. Aquarius, focus, focus. Ya vamos a terminar, ya vamos a terminar. It took me a long time to get through these. It took me a long time to get through these. It absolutely did take me a long time to get through these. It was a little exhausting. I really want to do a super chat, but I just cannot seem to find the time. Cannot seem to find the time to do a super chat. Aquarius, let's see. How's Aquarius going to do this? Estoy pensando. I forgot I was being recorded and I'm over here going like this. Spirit fingers. How is Aquarius going to be like this month? How is Aquarius going to be like this month? How is Aquarius going to be like this month? Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, the card that's going to be dominating you this month is going to be the card of the Justice. The Justice says that you're going to have success in terms of legal-wise and work-wise and business-wise. But towards the end of the month, it's telling you that you need to also watch out for the negative energies. It's telling you that not just the end of the month in general, it also tells you in the negative. To you, it speaks in two ways. It speaks to you in the most negative and it speaks to you in the most positive. You have a two different energy that's following. You have the energy of success, the energy of succeeding, the energy of winning your court cases and all the legal stuff, but it also tells you to watch out for betrayals, to watch out for difficulties. But you're going to be able to succeed because the card of success is following you. The card of success is going to be dominating you. There's going to be difficulties, betrayals, and envious energies, but you're going to be succeeding nonetheless. Is definitely an energy that I'm seeing here for you. And the card that's going to be dominating you for the week is going to be the card of the Hierophant. The Hierophant tells you that if you're feeling stuck, it's time for change. That to stop holding on to that decision and to make that decision already. It tells you that you're going to be thinking a lot about what you should do, and it's telling you that it's time for you to sit down and think, what is it that you really want to do, and put it into action. If you want to make changes, if you want to move houses, if you want to move jobs, it's definitely time for you to make those changes. Is basically what this card here is telling you. It's telling you that change is going to be for the good, to leave that negative energy behind. That's really the energy that's dominating you. You do have unexpected changes as well in the very beginning of the week. So there's going to be a little bit of unexpected radical change that just comes out. But you're going to have success this week. You're going to have success. Just watch out for envious energy and watch out for unexpected changes. And that's about it. You do have a little bit of depression that comes out as well. A little bit of depression, a little bit of just being in your head a lot, but you need to stop holding on to those decisions and start making them. Is basically what the cards are telling you. It's telling you that it's time for you to make those changes. The card of the Hierophant is always going to be good news, and it's always going to be good in terms of the changes that you want to make. And it's definitely telling you that it's time for change. If you see that the negative energy is affecting you a lot in terms of work-wise, relationship, or whatever, or in your life, you need to make changes. Move the furniture around, paint your business, add new product, change the website, change jobs, ask for a new position, ask to be transferred in that sense. Basically, it's telling you that it's time for you to put every idea that you have currently it's time to do it. And then you also have good news towards the end of the week as well. You also have good news that comes out towards the end of the week. Is actually where there's a little bit of good news that comes out. But you do have success. It's just that it's success in terms of making changes, and that it's time for you to make changes is basically what it's telling you. Acuario, la carta de la justicia te está dominando este mes, y la carta de la justicia está diciendo que es tiempo, bueno, no es tiempo, que vas a tener el éxito, pero también que te cuides de envidias y de traiciones. Sí, que vas a tener éxito y que vas a poder ganar tus casos de corte, vas a poder tener el éxito en cuestiones de lo legal y en cuestiones de trabajo y de negocios y todo eso, porque es lo legal lo que te está dominando. Pero también te dice que te cuides mucho de las energías negativas en cuestiones de traiciones y en cuestiones de problemas, de dificultades, pero que vas a poder salir adelante por la carta del éxito que vas a tener encima de ti. Por eso te indica esta carta. La carta que te va a estar dominando esta semana, Acuario, va a ser la carta de la sacerdotisa. No la sacerdotisa, el hierophante. I don't even know how to say that word in Spanish. La carta que te va a estar dominando esta semana, Acuario, va a ser la carta de la hierophante. El hierophante te dice que si te sientes cerrado o cerrada, que es tiempo de hacer cambios, que vas a tener tantita depresión y te vas a querer sentir derrumbado tantito o derrumbada, pero que no tienes que dejar que esa energía te cierre. Te dice que es tiempo de pensar exactamente lo que tú quieres hacer y poner todo eso en marcha, poner todo eso en acción. Te llegan buenas noticias al final de la semana o un dinerito, pero también tienes éxito también en la semana, nomás que empieza con tantito dificultad, con cambios inesperados, pero tienes el éxito al final de la semana, que tienes éxito en la semana en general. Pero esta carta también te indica que es tiempo de hacer cambios y que todos los cambios que tú quieres hacer te van a salir bien, que vas a dejar toda la energía negativa cuando hagas esos cambios. Por eso te dice que es tiempo de hacer cambios. Pero si tienes como una energía de depresión y que no tienes que dejar que te atrape, porque vas a perder las oportunidades de poner cosas en marcha. Te dice que tú ya sabes lo que tienes que poner en marcha y que ya lo hagas, que no lo pienses tanto, es lo que te viene diciendo. Pero todos los cambios que tú quieras hacer esta semana se te van a dar y va a salir todo bien. Pisces is the last one, and that's actually the last one. Thank you so much for everybody who enjoys everything that I do for you guys, and thank you for everybody who watches me. Muchas gracias a todos los que me ven y todos los que me quieren y pues me tratan tan bien. Y pues hago todo esto por ustedes. Yeah, it is clear. It was clear even before. It was just my internet that was looking blurry on my computer too. But I'm glad that it got really clear. I'm like starting to glow with like sweating because I'm like sweating here. Starting to get really shiny. I'm like hot already. Let's see. Last one. Vamos a concentrarnos. Last one. Pisces. No, I'm never going to be able to wear my hat anymore because I left it. I went to go visit my parents, and I left it at my parents' house, and they live like far. My hat that I always wear with the Mano de Fatima, it was like the universe really did not want me to wear that hat anymore. The universe really said, let it go. Ay, mi Pisces. Pisces, very emotional. Your reading comes out very emotional for the month, and it also comes out very emotional for the week. Vamos a ver. Pisces. Pisces, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the Lovers. The card of the Lovers is going to be dominating you in a very emotional way. And it's not really dominating you in a very good way either. There's really not a really good energy that's dominating you this month, Pisces. Pisces, the card of the Lovers is saying that there's going to be a lot of difficulty in relationships. There's going to be, for some of you Pisces, there's going to be separation. Problems that's going to lead to separating in the most negative, in the most positive. It's just saying that there's going to be a very emotional month. And it does say that it's going to be very emotional. It's going to be very emotional roller coaster, lots of delay, lots of difficulty. For you, it's a very difficult month and a very emotional roller coaster. The card that's going to be dominating you, Pisces, for the week is going to be the card of the King of Swords. And the King of Swords basically tells you to watch out for someone who's trying to watch out for this very aggressive energy, this very cold energy. There are lots of problems in terms of relationships, very emotional week as well, very emotionally unstable, seems to be very emotionally unstable. You need to definitely take a walk, try to breathe a little bit, try not to argue with your partner. And it tells you to watch out for betrayals that also come up as well. There's a little bit of difficulty. It says it's going to be a difficult week, Pisces, but that it's going to be a week that's progressing. In terms of starting new things, Pisces, I have to tell you that this is the first time that I'm actually like seeing this here, but I don't recommend you to start something new this week for you, Pisces. It seems like it's going to go negative for whatever you're starting this week in terms of new. It says to be careful with what you're starting, and if you're starting something new, that it's going to be very difficult. I would recommend you to wear a red ribbon on your right wrist or your right ankle with 3 knots so you can avoid this difficult energy. But there is a difficult energy that wants to dominate you this week, Pisces. Very, very difficult in terms of starting new things and in terms of wanting to start new projects. There's difficulties in terms of new project, and there's difficulties in terms of finding security and stability this week. So what does it recommend you? It tells you to stay positive, and it tells you to look forward, because even though there's difficulties, there's progress is what it's telling you. And at the end of the week, it seems like it's still a little bit difficult, but you start finding what you're looking for towards the end of the week. It's like it seems to start turning around for you, but it's still very difficult. I wouldn't recommend you to gamble. I wouldn't recommend you to make changes this week. It just doesn't seem like it's the week to make changes. It tells you to hold off a month. It tells you to hold off and make those changes or try to do decisions more towards next month. It really that's really your consejo that it gives you. It basically tells you to not make any changes right now. But this card here is basically telling you that to watch out for this very cold, difficult energy that wants to follow you. Muchas gracias Amelia, muchas gracias por apoyarme y pues yo trato de hacer lo mejor que puedo, pero como siempre les digo, yo no escogí esto, no es algo que yo aprendí, pues que me enseñaron. Yo de repente de un día para otro, después de mi revelación, me convertí como soy ahora. Que es una bendición, fue una bendición y yo lo reconozco que fue una bendición. Así. Piscis, la carta que te va a estar dominando va a ser la carta de los amantes. La carta de los amantes está dominando en cuestiones de la energía emocional. Todo el mes va a ser un mes muy emocional, muy fuerte para ti, en cuestiones de problemas en relaciones, en cuestiones de problemas de una cosa tras otra. Te dice que va a ser como un raite de muchas emociones, es que te viene indicando. Te dice que tienes que tomar este mes bien despacio y lento, que no hagas nada muy fuerte, que no hagas decisiones muy fuertes este mes, que te esperes, es lo que te viene indicando. Y te dice que todo lo que tú quieras hacer se va a ir para otro lado o no se va a hacer, es lo que te viene indicando. Pero eso te dice, toma este mes con calma, toma este mes como un grano de sal y despacio, es lo que te viene diciendo. Pero sí viene diciendo que va a ser un mes con mala suerte, mucha dificultad, mucho emocional, es lo que te viene marcando. Y la carta que te domina esta semana, Piscis, va a ser la carta del Rey de Espadas. El Rey de Espadas te indica que te tienes que cuidar de un jefe o te tienes que cuidar de una persona que va a ser bien fría o muy malo contigo, mala contigo. Te dice que tienes una energía de esta semana que va a ser muy fría contigo y dice que no es tiempo de hacer cambios, que ahorita estás pensando en hacer cambios y no es tiempo de hacerlos, porque como que no te van a salir como tú lo quieres hacer. Y dice que lo que tú estás pensando esta semana no va a salir pues lo mejor como tú quisiste, va a salir como con mucha batalla, mucho problema, es lo que te viene indicando. Te dice que tienes que tener cuidado en cuestiones de los cambios que quieres hacer y más que nada te indica que te esperes un mes. Es el mensaje que tengo para ti. Dice que espérate para un mes, que este no es el mes de hacer cambios para ti y que hay una energía que te quiere derrumbar. Y dice que tienes que pensar positivo, tienes que ver para adelante, pero que no hagas cambios esta semana porque como que no, esta semana y yo creo que el mes también, porque el mensaje que yo tengo es del mes. El mes te dice que te esperes, no hagas cambios y que va a haber muchas dificultades en cuestiones de esos cambios, porque también hay como pérdida de dinero, como que ya para finales del mes piensa moverse para más favorable la energía del mes de la semana. Ya para finales de la semana se piensa mover la energía más positiva, pero todavía dice que va a haber dificultad. La energía que te domina mucho es que va a haber progreso, pero dificultades, es lo que te viene indicando. Pero más que nada que no es tiempo de hacer cambios para ti y que te cuides mucho, que la energía va a estar muy fría o muy problemática esta semana para ti también. En cuestiones de peleas, en cuestiones de gente con la que va a estar queriendo una energía muy fuerte negativamente, no necesaria positiva, es lo que te viene indicando. Pero más que nada que no es tiempo de hacer esos cambios que estás pensando en hacer todavía. Pero puedo respirar. I can finally breathe. These horoscopes went a little bit long, and it was definitely my pleasure to be able to do them. Ya puedo respirar. Yo creo que ahorita me voy a quitar no creo, no. No creo que voy a poder poner. A ver, pónganme sus preguntas, a ver a quién le puedo contestar unas preguntas. Just put your questions, I'll answer a few questions before I go. Because it's getting late and I do want to have some time to spend with my spouse. It's absolutely my pleasure to be able to do this for you. Put your questions, you guys, so I can answer you some questions. I'm probably going to answer maybe 2 or 3. Not too many, but let's see who gets selected. This video went on so long. We had so many technical difficulties. The tarot bar, go to Raphaelsinsights /Ask Raphaelsinsights and go to the community page and post it on my page. Let me know that it's you. and I'm gonna look at it on my Facebook page, and I'll check it out to see what it is. So if your candle is black, take a picture for me from like where I can see the whole candle, and I'll see what comes up in your candle. Make sure you guys put your name, date of birth, and your question all in one. Pongan su nombre, fecha de nacimiento y tu pregunta todo en una, y voy a contestar unas 2 o 3. Well, most likely, if you are having your candle turn black, this card here already confirms to me what I was going to say anyways. There's negative energies from external sources that are affecting you and that are being problematic. So that's why it's collecting it. It's getting it out of your way. It's a positive thing that it's collecting black. To me, it's more negative. To me, I know it's different for certain people, but the way that I read my candles, it's like if my candle does not burn black when I'm trying to remove some sort of negative energy, it tells me it wasn't effective. Even though some people say like this will be like, oh, it was a really good burn. To me, this isn't a really good burn. I want to see it burn black. I want to see things appear. I want to see stuff in the candle. Amelia, I have you over here. Amelia, voy a recibir mi permiso de trabajo pronto. Let me put the other cards away. Vamos a ver, Amelia. Vamos a ver. Amelia, parece que sí vas a recibir tu permiso de trabajo pronto, porque de hecho me lo están enseñando ya que ya se piensa mover, y sí, ya te viene, parece que te va a llegar ya como en estos próximos meses, pero yo creo que ya para julio o junio ya lo tienes y ya estás pudiendo trabajar por ese permiso. Pero yo veo que sí, la carta del sol te domina luego, la carta del sol me indica que sí vas a recibirlo. El sol siempre va a ser 100%. Make sure you guys put your name, date of birth, and your question all in one. Cristina Castillo, baby for me this year. Yeah, actually. Yeah, Christina, you do come out with being able to get pregnant. It seems like you are gonna have difficulties in terms of getting pregnant, but towards the end of the year is really where it's coming up that you're able to conceive or that you're pregnant by. Really, it's really marking October more than anything. I'm reading it through my laptop, that's why I turned to look this way. Jussie McGuire, new home. You actually do Yeah, absolutely. New home soon? Absolutely. I definitely see a new home for you. It's actually marking it more towards April. April is really where it's marking a new home for you. I want to say like April. I don't want to be that specific, but I mean I want to say like April 10th. But either way, I'm seeing it in April for you. Because this card here says that you're going to be celebrating something soon. Ah, one more. Sony Guerra, ¿cómo me miras? ¿Cómo mira? I'm making sentences. Estoy inventando. Sony Guerra, ¿cómo me irá en el trabajo este año? Vamos a ver, Sony Guerra. This is the last one. Pues parece que te va a ir muy bien. Parece que te va a ir muy bien, mucha oportunidad. Te sale la carta de la lluvia de dinero. En cuestiones de trabajo, te sale la lluvia del dinero luego. Pero parece que sí te vas a estar como cambiando de trabajo o por otra oportunidad, porque me sale como una nueva oportunidad que te llega a medio año y parece que te estás cambiando de posición o de trabajo, pero tienes el éxito este año, y es lo que me marca mucho, que saliendo adelante es la energía que te está marcando mucho. Pero te sale como una lluvia de dinero y oportunidad. Pero sí te veo que te cambias de trabajo o de posición. Pero ya me voy. It's time for me to go. Thank you guys so much for everybody who watched me. Thank you so much for staying by all the technical difficulties that I had. And for those who don't want to sit and watch through the whole video, if you watch it like later on, I am going to post them on TikTok. If you guys want to go back and watch it, probably going to take me a while to post them on TikTok, but I'm going to post them on TikTok. But I do have to get going so I can have some time to spend with my spouse because it's my last day of vacations, for my vacations, and I have to go back to my day job. And then for those who are wondering about the candles that were sold on Etsy, those I'm probably going to start preparing them in about 2 days because today I didn't really get to do it, and then I'm charging them in the moonlight. What I like to do is I like to charge them in the moonlight so they can be extra powerful, so they can be extra strong. But anyways, you guys, I love you guys. My phone is dying once again. We stayed on for a very, very long time. This time it lasted a lot longer, but it was my pleasure to be on here, and it's always a pleasure. Es mi placer de estar aquí con ustedes. Mi teléfono se me está muriendo otra vez, que es la historia de mi vida. Y los veo para la próxima. Los quiero mucho y agradecido por todo. Y los veo para la próxima. Cuídense mucho. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.